one of the last things I've got to do as the State Chairman in my current term of office is to pass on my State Chairman Awards. Normally they're done a lot earlier, but we're running a little behind today, so we'll do them now before we end in our regalia. First of all, I'd like to start with the branch of the year. There are a lot of good branches out there working and fundraising and getting involved in a lot of activities and supporting our churches and parishes. This branch here that I've decided to give the award to Branch of the Year has 10 members. So it's not a big branch. Most meeting nights they get their full quarter of the people attend. They're a very active branch. If I could call upon, first of all, the Chairman of the Bacchus Marsh Branch to come up. Well, congratulations. And I'll say a few words about the branch first of all, and the reasons why I've come to the conclusion with the Branch of the Year. First of all, a lot of people don't know Paul, but he's the branch chairman. A lot of people think that it's probably Mark, but you'll
he makes all the noise.
That's right, he makes the noise. Now, they're involved in Men Alive, running the Men Alive program. They involved in the church stewardship programs. The parish fund, they normally set up and pull down. They do scholarships still, 6 a year?
6 or 7,
6 or 7 a year, fantastic. They have a retreat, and we've probably heard about the retreat from Steve a few years ago, but it was, I think it was through the initiative of Brother Mark, and it's been going pretty strong, and it goes for 3 days, isn't it? 3 days. They get between 15 to 20 students in attendance. It's a great effort. They look after all the maintenance and gardening of the church.
Yep.
They're fortunate they've only got the one parish. And the big night that I have attended is the bonfire night. It's something that if you only need to go once, it's a fantastic evening. I highly recommend it. Knowing Brother Mark, probably the date hasn't been planned for next year, but if you can make it, I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic night.
You got any rubbish you want burnt? Just bring it along.
But in all honesty, congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
A fantastic effort.
Thank you.
Well done. Somebody take a photo. Early on this year, we travelled, Brother Andrew and myself travelled to Mildura, and Brother Michael, for the last couple of years, has said to me, do yourself a favour.
O'Halloran. Brother Michael O'Halloran.
What did I say?
You just said Brother Michael.
Brother Michael O'Halloran said, do yourself a favour and attend the Mildura Mary McKillop feast day. And I wasn't able to go the previous year, but as when I became the chairman, I said to myself I was going to make an effort and definitely get there. We were very fortunate this year. I went to see Brother Michael the week prior to him passing away, and he said, please pass on his best wishes to the boys at Mildura, and especially Kevin Schultz, that always looked after him when he was up in Mildura. And so Brother Andrew and myself this year went, and on the morning, it might have been the day before, we got a phone call from Kevin Schultz. He was in hospital, and Kevin Schultz said, I won't be able to pick you up, but I can organise somebody else to pick you up. Brother Andrew felt that it was probably best if we just made our own way to town, wasn't that far, which we did. So the first significant achievement award I'd like to give to Brother Kevin Schultz of Mildura Branch. Now, this man probably deserves more than this, because Brother Michael did say to me that he should be made a life member, but the onus is probably on the boys from Mildura to put in an application. That didn't happen, but the next best thing is I can give him a significant achievement award, and I had the pleasure of passing on the 50-year service award when I was up in Mildura in August. It was a fantastic evening at their branch. This bloke is 80 years of age, right? And he looks about 50, and he works like about a bloke that's 30. He's been the actual branch secretary of the branch for 40 years. It's not something I recommend, because I believe succession is very important, but 40 years he's been the branch secretary of Mildura. Magnificent feat. For the people that know him, I just find it amazing. But for our stay there in Mildura, he treated Brother Andrew and myself as one of their children. He looked after us tremendously, and he was in the best of health in that period of time. But he had the pleasure to tell me that I walked into the house and he said, "Oh, that's my son." I said, "Which one?" He had a photo of the Richmond Football Club under 17s. One of the kids was his son. Yeah, did you remember him? I said, "No, I know most players, but not if they're under 17s." So here's my first significant achievement award. We weren't able to get anybody from Mildura to attend, so their apologies. But I do recommend next year the 8th of the 8th falls on a Saturday, and the Mary MacKillop feast day in Mildura is supposed to be very big. So for the ones that aren't going to St Clare's here, and if you want to come up to Mildura, I highly recommend it. Thank you. My number two. Actually, I want to call Brother David Pignolet up. This is just to help me out, Dave. You're not walking any faster.
Not a racehorse.
After being the editor of the Crusader for 15 years, he's retiring from the role. When he informed us he was looking at retiring, I thought I must have done something wrong, as I was always late in putting my reports in. I always got him in, but probably right on the death knell all the time. He didn't like that. But he assured me that wasn't the case. It's just now it's time to find a new editor. It hasn't been the easiest task to do, because when we've probably only had 2 real editors over the last 50 years, it's very hard for people to put up their hands. So first of all, I'd like to acknowledge the 15 years of great work in putting the Crusader together, and we truly appreciate it. And you probably, like anything, you probably don't appreciate the work somebody does until he's no longer doing it. And I think that's where we're going to be going forward. But on that note, first of all, thank you very much for your 15 years and tireless work, for all the work you did for the Knights anyway. All right? Did you want to say a few words? Yeah. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes. I'm writing a book at the moment about state chairman that I have served. It's going to be a bestseller, because one of those state chairmen will buy every copy just to make sure that no one else knows what state chairmen are really like. First thing is, and the incoming editor, Michael, will know this, state chairmen have an unwritten rule. Do not send your articles through on time or before the due date. Be hounded at least 3 times And there's 1, 2, 3, about 4 past State Chairman.
I must be one of the better ones. I do it on time. On time almost.
No, almost. Yeah, you haven't got into really bad habits yet, but you're learning. But truly, every time I look at that photo of Wally Martin in the other room, I curse him. You bugger. The only reason I got the job as editor was because he died. As had all the past 4 editors. And I thought it was time to get out before one of Tobin's mates picks me up and drops me down. Or Jonesy up a corridor or somewhere else. But truly, it's been a great, almost 15 years of being the editor. It's a job I really thought would last 3 or 4 issues, and that person would someone else would put up their hand and say, I'll do it. You know, that person that says, I will put up my hand and I'll take it on. But that person never appears. Thank you to the State Council and to you, Carmen, for your support and presenting me with this award today. It's an award that will go into Rhodes Gallery in my family room, in my office area, and it'll be truly well looked after. I thank you all for your support by sending your articles through, even though they were a bit late, even though they're in the wrong format. But don't worry about that, I'll fix it somehow or other. And if I couldn't fix it, I just wouldn't print it. But thank you all. But just remember one thing. You are members of a great order of Catholic men. Please support it. Please endeavour to increase our membership. I don't know how we're going to do it. I haven't got the answer. But it is a great order of men. Support the activities of your State Council. Support each other at branch level. Because State Council can't do it. It's the branches which are the order. And remember that. It is you, the members of the order, at branch level, that run and control the order. Not the blokes that sit in there every month for a State Council meeting. Jim, you'd agree with that, if you don't say yes. But it is truly you, the guys that are here today, that ate all the sausages and the hamburgers and everything else. It's you people. It is you who are part of this great order. I believe in it. Hopefully others do.
We wouldn't be here otherwise there, Dave.
Well, that's right. So, as my late father used to say to me, they'll win a flag eventually. They did in '66. We had a rotten coach for a couple of years where he could have won 2 flags, but he wouldn't play one player. He went to Collingwood and won a flag for Collingwood a couple of years later. So what have you got? Anyway, thank you all. Thank you, Carmen, and look after yourselves.
Thank David, who's countless hours, really putting the production together. 15 years, probably now we're just discussing trying to find editors. It's about 40 hours a month, so it's a lot of work. I really would have thought that when we started going to advertising that somebody would have tapped me on the shoulder, that they were happy to do the role. It hasn't happened, which I find a bit strange. Dave said it wouldn't be something easily filled. I always thought that was wrong, but it has been definitely harder to fill than I thought it would have. But one thing that we all do, our branches, and we've got probably, I think it's 30 branches here today, we all do activities. Right? We all do activities. we promote it amongst ourselves, but let's do the right thing. Let's promote it via the Crusader, and then do a report on the activities of what you've done. And just got to get it in time so we can go. Okay? All right. Thanks very much. Okay. I don't know how many of these awards we normally are allowed to give, or because I was the chairman, I decided to give 3 this year. I'm not sure if that's normal or not, but the last but not least of my awards, significant achievement awards, goes to our State Secretary, Brother Andrew Vaccaro. He's definitely not expecting this because we had earmarked a few other people, and I don't believe he would have thought that this really come to him. But one thing about Andrew is that in all the roles I've filled in the Knights, he's always been the man right behind me. Be it with the Pre-Support and Education Fund, be it with the branch 128 at North Gangingon, and now on State Council. I wouldn't believe the hardest job in any organisation is the Secretary, and he does it extremely well. But on top of doing the job extremely well, he's actually putting the Knights in lights. I mean, I'm not an IT man, but he is an IT man. We went to a national conference this year, and I was introduced to people that are IT specialists from their branches. I said, look, and I started talking to them. I looked at Andrew, I said, you do better, you do all those things, you do it better. But they said these blokes in lights. By the end, mate, this bloke was the man in lights. For those 3 days of the national conference, he was held up in magnificent lights. Be it the promotion of the Barney's picnic, the national conference, the Pre-Support and Education Fund Archbishop's dinner, the ordination of our priests, the state seminars, information evenings, and so on and so on. If you want to look up anything to do with the Knights, it's now on YouTube, right? So do yourselves a favour. No excuse if you don't come to these meetings. You can still hop onto any computer and look up YouTube and see what happened. I don't want that to be the case, but I want the numbers at these events to be not 50, 60, 70. I want them to be 100 plus, right? But for the ones that can't get here because they're in Mildura or in Wangaratta or in Bendigo and they can't make the move, fair enough, you look up YouTube. But I'd like to call Brother Andrew. Shall we take a photo?
That's all right, just look at it there and I'll take a snap.
Andrew, say a few words.
Brothers, Carmen's right, it truly wasn't expected because we went through the awards a week ago and my name never came up, so I never assumed this was going to happen.
I want to be here too.
Do it landscape, that's better.
Pictures there, smile.
Brothers, as I said, I didn't expect to receive this award. So Brother Carmine, he snuck it behind me, so thank you very much for that. I thank the State Council for presenting me with this award as well. And I thank all you brothers for the support that you've given me over the past few years. I've been in the order just over 10 years now, and it's been an amazing journey going from just being an ordinary member, 29 years of age, who was shy, didn't have any knowledge of anyone there, didn't know where I fit in, didn't even know if I was going to last that long. And from there, it took a while. Brother Carmine will attest that it took nearly 2 years to get me on the branch executive, but I did.
Persistence always pays.
He wanted me as branch secretary. I refused him at the time because I didn't think I was up for it. So I became Carmen's assistant secretary. 6 months later, I became secretary by default anyway. So, and then for there, the last 7 years, I got to cultivate a lot of relationships within our local parishes. Then slowly began to get involved at state level events. So again, I didn't know my place. I remember at the 2013 state conference coming up and addressing the members and how nervous I was at the time, and boy, what a difference 6 years makes now. I've been very fortunate, I've been very, very blessed in my life. I did, just my backstory, just briefly, I lost my mother when I was 2. She passed away before I even got to know her. 4 years later, my father passed away of motor neurone disease. So I was orphaned at 6.5 years of age, no siblings, but I was taken in by my father's younger brother, Michael Mario, and his wife Sarah, and they raised me as one of their own. So I've been very blessed in that regard. I've had a wonderful family, on both sides of the family, that were more than willing to step up and look after me when they could. So I've had a wonderful family life. My grandmother, my Nonna Maria, who was everything I lived for, she passed away just over 3 years ago. She was one of the great drivers of my faith. Boy, she had to persevere a lot through a lot of stupidity. But you know, I hope that I've done the right thing by all my family in that regard. And as I said, I can't believe all of that. But as a matter of fact, my dad's, it's funny, I reflect on this time every year. October 23rd is the anniversary of my dad's passing in 1986. So every time this year I get emotional, I think about those early days when I was orphaned and how I've gone along the way. So as I said, I hope I've made all of my family and friends proud. And as I said, I hope I've made all of you brothers proud. I love this order. As I said, I didn't know where I'd fit in. I didn't know if I'd last. Opportunities have been given to me along the way, which I've taken. So branch level, district level, the Pre-Support and Education Fund, as we've talked about today, is one of the things I'm really the proudest of because of the relationship it has built with our clergy. And the pinnacle of that has been my last year on State Council, particularly as State Secretary. I hope I've been worthy of your support, and I hope that I will not let you down. Thank you very much. Just before I forget, I'd like to single out in particular Brother Carmine, who has encouraged me from the very beginning. I've been his assistant in everything we do, and we've become a pretty good team, and he's been my greatest supporter. And we do everything, just about everything together. We were at the wrestling on Wednesday night, yelling obscenities.
Come on.
and the man who I took over as State Secretary from, Brother Michael Palmer, who's taught me a lot about this role in the past year. And also the late Knight of Merit, Brother Kevin Fitzgerald, who taught me what it was to become a knight. Thank you.